Good morning, beautiful people. This is Jason Shades, and we're bringing some good music to you today. So I decided to mess around and kind of play around in time here. And we're gonna go back in time to a little bit of the ska sound with the mighty Bosstones. The impression that I get now. I remember hearing this song all over the radio back in the 90s, in the late 90s. Because you never hear horns in a rock band much anymore. So I heard it on the radio and it's like, let's check this out. Absolutely. So join me in going back in time to the late 90s and let's check mighty Bosstones out. You got to admit, that's a great horn section. I mean, they don't do horns like that. I mean, that they quit doing that, back in the 60s. I love a good, when they're doing the horns and everything, it makes it sound so good. I love the visuals, too. Bunch of guys in black suits with a total white background. They're going to stand out, just pop, from the background. And just kind of hanging out. It reminds me of, the British pop music back in the 80s. A lot of those videos were like this, very much so. Who am I thinking of? Our House. Yeah, those guys. In the middle of our street, our house. Yeah, those guys. I can't remember the name of the band. If you remember the name, put it in a comment below. But yeah, that's very much what they remind me of. Very just having fun, goofing off, and doing a video for it.
Tragedy, I've been close to folks who have. Have you ever felt the pain so powerful, so heavy you collapse? No, well, I never had to knock on wood, but I know someone who has, which makes me wonder if I could. It makes me wonder if I never.
All right, we gotta stop there, and that is a powerful statement. We're going to go back to it. But do you ever know anybody who's gone through tragedies, gone through a bunch, massive shit? I mean, life just shit on them over and over again, but they made it through it. And it's like, there's no way I can go through that shit. I mean, I know people who have been sober 30 years like I have, and they've lost wives and husbands and even worse, children. I mean, it's like, dear God, how did you stay sober through that? How did you even live through that stuff? When you lose those that are the closest to you, you're not supposed to bury your children. That type of shit. It's like, how do you people do this? And you talk to anybody, everybody's got tragedy in their life, and it's like, that's a lot. How do you go through that?
Close to folks who have you ever felt the pain so powerful, so heavy you collapse? No, well, I never had to knock on wood, but I know someone who has, which makes me wonder if I could. It makes me wonder if I never had to knock on wood. And I'm glad I haven't yet, because I'm sure it isn't good. That's the impression that I get.
I remember this band. They had a guy who just danced around on stage for apparently no reason. I mean, he didn't play an instrument. He didn't back up sing. He didn't do anything. He just danced like an idiot. How do I get a job like that? I want to get paid to dance like an idiot and just not give a shit. I will dance like an idiot for 2 hours if you pay me enough money. Yeah.
Have you ever had the odds stand up so high? You need a strength most don't possess.
See, look at
Should
him.
ever come down to do or die, you got to rise above the rest.
To knock on wood.
But I know someone who has, which makes me wonder if I could. It makes me
Wonder if I
had to,
knock on wood.
and I'm glad I haven't yet, because I'm sure it isn't good. That's the impression that I get. I'm not a coward, I've just never been tested. I'd like to think that if I was, I would pass.
Wow. Think about that thought. You know, I've never gone through it, but I've never been tested. If I ever had to go through something like that, I hope I would pass. I think that's all of us. You know, you think, yeah, I don't know if I could go through that, but I really, I've got friend. I'm going to tell you about a quick story here. Sorry. Story time. I've got a really close friend of mine. He's been sober 35. I think he's coming up on 40 years sober. He was a Vietnam vet who was shot multiple times, got to come home. And then he went and became a firefighter in New York City. Yeah. He was retired about a year before 9/11. It didn't matter. 9/11 happened. He grabbed his gear, because it was still in the closet, and went in. The man just absolutely amazes me, because what he went through in his life, I mean, he's been through both the bombing and then the planes hitting of the Twin Towers. And he's probably one of the most amazing people I've ever met. That's how I kind of always is. He's a huge guy. I mean, he's huge. He's a firefighter. He's a big man. He reminds me of Coffee from Green Mile. He's that big. But he is also just like he's smart as hell. But he is unbelievably gentle of a man. Yeah, he's got to be in his 70s now. He wrote a book on, it's called, I can't remember what it's called, but it was about Vietnam. It's something about Hero. Anyways, I can't remember the name of the book. I feel bad now. But he wrote his time in Vietnam, his time in 9/11 and stuff. The thing that blows my mind with this man is everything he went through. Yes, he has post-traumatic stress to the nth degree, obviously, because they pulled him out of the building when it came down, the North Tower. But years later, his wife and him got married on 9/11. Because he refused to let that day have power over him in a negative manner. Now 9/11 comes about. It is their wedding anniversary. It is flowers and chocolates and taking her to dinner. It is a celebration. How do you, this, just like the song talks about, how in the hell do you turn something like that to a positive? I would like to think I could do things like this, but no. There's no way. I hope I could get tested and pass that test, but dear God, no.
Look
Go back to the music.
There before the grace go on. Might be a coward, I'm afraid of what I
I find out.
had to knock on wood, but I know someone who has, which makes me wonder
If I could,
it makes me wonder
if I could.
had to knock on wood, and I'm glad I haven't yet, because I'm sure
It
it
isn't good.
that's the impression
That I get. I do like this song. It is a positive, such a positive song.
never had to, but I better knock on wood, cause I know someone who has, which makes me wonder if I could, it makes me wonder if I never had to, but I better knock on wood, cause I'm sure it
See, I want to be that guy. He's hugging. Just dance around.
haven't yet, that's the impression that I get.
I have to admit, I do. I found this song when I first got sober, and I absolutely loved that song. It is such a positive thing of, what can you do? There's nothing you can't overcome, that kind of stuff. I love that. Give me a minute. It's bothering me, and I want to, whoops. I need to, well, Amazon. Because I need to find that book of my friend so you can find it. Content book. I can't find it now. Oh. Clarence is his name. There it is. Heart of a Hero. And it's on Amazon. You want to check out an amazing story of a real man's life story, from Vietnam to 9/11, and growing up. He's a big black guy growing up in the deep South in the 50s. If you get a chance, get the book, read it. You will be absolutely shocked and amazed. And like I said, he's a good friend of mine. You may absolutely love it. I'm going to put a link here for Amazon. I'm going to actually put that down below so that if you ever want to check it out, please do. Okay. But with that, it's definitely time to go. And you have a great day. Have a good morning. Bye-bye.